Welcome back to the channel everyone. So in our previous video we have discussed about packages in Java, and in our today's video we will see what is inheritance in Java. So let's begin. First of all, what is inheritance? So the formal definition says it is the process by which one object acquires the properties of another object, and this another object is nothing but our parent object. Okay, so it is kind of parent child relationship, we can say, because child can acquire the properties of its parent, or a child can have some of the properties of his parent. Okay, then it provide code reuse ability. Now why? Because we are inheriting the already written properties. We are not going to write the code, we are not going to rewrite the code, right? So that's why we can say it provide code reuse ability. Okay, then these two are the most important terms you need to know before learning the inheritance. So let's learn the first term here. First is subclass. What is subclass? So a class which inherits the properties of another class is called a subclass, and the subclass is also known as derived class or child class. Then the superclass. A class from which subclass inherits the properties is known as superclass, and superclass is also known as base class and parent class. Okay, so next is the very important keyword here, which is extends, and using this keyword we can implement the inheritance. How? So this extend keyword is used to inherit the properties of a class. So let's see how. First of all, okay, see the syntax here. So here I have one class superclass. This is our superclass, and we want to inherit the properties of this superclass. So what we have to do? We have to write class, then the subclass name here, and then we have to write extends keyword here. And after extends keyword, we have to specify our parent class or our superclass which we want to inherit. So that's how you can implement the inheritance here. Okay. Next is the types of inheritance. So we have mainly 5 types of inheritance. So first is single inheritance, second is multi-level, then hierarchical, then multiple inheritance. Now, but this multiple inheritance is not supported in Java through classes, but we can use it via interfaces. Now what is this interfaces? I'll explain this interfaces concept in my further videos. Okay, so as of now we are learning the inheritance here. So this multiple inheritance is not supported in Java through classes, and hybrid inheritance, it is a combination of more than one inheritance. Okay, so let's see one by one now. First of all, single inheritance here. So one class inherits the properties of another class. Okay, in single inheritance we have two classes, one is the subclass and one is the superclass. You can assume a parent child example, or you can consider the parent child example here, because child acquires the properties of parent. So this is the simple, this is a single inheritance where one class inherits the properties of another one class. Okay, next is multi-level inheritance. Now this what happens in multi-level inheritance? So here we have class C, right? So this class C inherits the properties of class, sorry, this class C inherits the properties of class B, and this class B also inherits the properties of class A. So what we can say, indirectly this class C inherits the properties of these both the classes, because this class B inherits the properties of class A and class C inherits the properties of class B. So it means class C inherits the properties of class B as well as inherits the properties of class A. And you can take this HOD example for multi-level inheritance, where HOD is our grandparent class, then lecturer is the parent class, and this lab assistant is the child class here. Okay, HOD can be a lecturer, and further it can be a lab assistant. Okay. Next, here we have hierarchical inheritance. So when we have multiple subclasses and one superclass, at that time we can say it is a hierarchical inheritance. As you can see here, we have two subclasses and one superclass. We have two subclasses B and C, which inherits the properties of one same superclass, which is class A here. So it is hierarchical inheritance, and you can take this person example for hierarchical inheritance, where a person can be a student or a person can be a customer at different time or at different situations. Okay, so this is the hierarchical inheritance. And then we have multiple inheritance here, which is not supported in Java through class. Okay, but in multiple inheritance we have one child class and more than one parent class, or we have one subclass which inherits the properties of more than one superclass. Okay, so this is multiple inheritance, and this is hybrid inheritance, which is the combination of more than one inheritance. As you can see here, it is the combination of hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance. That's why it is known as hybrid inheritance. Okay, so that's all about inheritance. Now let me show you an example of inheritance. Okay, so here as you can see, I have created one class, reuse. The class name is reuse because we are reusing the code. Okay, and we have main method here. Now let's create another class, is create one class person here. Okay, person is one class, and create a second class also, which is student class, and say this student, okay wait, this is our second class student. Okay, and say this student class extends person class. Okay, so what it means, this student is going to use the properties of this person class also, and it have its own properties also, and it is going to use the person properties also. Okay, so let's see how. So let's say a person have a age and name. Okay, a person have a age and name, and I want to print the name. Okay, so simply we can say take a method details and details underscore p for person. Okay, and simply write system dot out dot println to print detail. Okay, here print simply name and concat the variable name here. Okay, so done. Now let's initialize the variables also here. Age equals to, for example, 20, and name is equals to, for example, Rahul here. Okay, so this is our person, and we have one method which prints the name of the person. Now in our second class, and here student is our subclass. Remember that student is our subclass because it extends the superclass person. Okay, so here we can take one variable as say for example student have enrollment number, right? Store enrollment number. For enrollment number I have taken enno variable and initialize the enrollment number also. Say for example the enrollment number is 101. Okay, and I want to print the entire detail of student. So let's take a method details, and here I write details underscore s as for student. Okay, and then inside that I want to print the details of students. So write system dot out dot println, and inside that write here first of all name of the student. Okay, so name of the student here, and concat the name variable first. Then I want to print the age of the student, so concat the age also, and I also want to print the enrollment of the student. Okay, so concat the enrollment number also. Okay, done. Now let me provide a tab also so that you can see the clear output here. Okay, so done. What we are doing here, we have one class person which have two variables here, age and name, and we are printing the name only here. And we have a student class which is our subclass which extends the superclass person here. So because it extends the person class, it can use the properties of person class also. Properties is nothing but the variables and methods, constructors, these all things, right? So it can use the properties of person class. So what we have in person class, age and name. So we can use this age and name in our student class also without rewriting it. Okay, as you can see here, we have used name which belongs to person class and age which also belongs to person class, but because we are extending person class, we can use it here. So this is the code reusability. Okay, so now what we have to do, in order to print these details, I have to call the method. So let's create the object of student class, student s equals to new student. Okay, and after creating the object, I simply have to call the method. So to call a method, write s dot detail of student. Okay, so now let me run this program to see the output. Yeah, as you can see, I got the correct output. Here we got, as you can see, name is Rahul, then age is 20, and enrollment number is 101. So from this we can say that it can use their own properties and it can also use their parent class properties. Okay, and if I want to call this details P, I can call it using this same object of student s dot details P. P is the person method, right? So I can call this person method, or I can call this parent class method also using this subclass object. So let me run this program again, and as you can see it works perfectly. Name is Rahul. Okay, so this is how inheritance is implemented. You can try other types of inheritance in the on. I have shown you the example of simple inheritance or single inheritance here. Okay, so if you have any doubts or query in this video, you can ask me in the comment section below, and if you do like the video, hit the like button. Please subscribe to our channel and stay tuned. Thank you.